Hi, you guys, it's me, and I'm still purging whatever this is that is wanting to come out of my body. At this point, it feels much like a cold, which I haven't had a cold in a very long time either, so this has been quite the experience. I am not used to having my energy capped like this. I'm not used to having to sit and just be in an uncomfortable space. I'm making some more tea. That's about the extent of my diet. Tangerines, lemons, tea, apple cider vinegar, honey, and onions, and brothy soups. I'm going a little nuts. It's, I'd like to feel more productive, and it doesn't feel good to be ucky in my body. And so a few things besides the minerals I'm taking, besides the acerola cherry powder, the pine pollen powder, and all the little vitamins and minerals I'm taking. I've also been working a lot with my lymphatic system. And as you know, I absolutely love tuning forks. I love touching the body, moving the body, releasing stuff from the body. So I have been taking some time to stimulate my own lymphatic system. And when we do that, we want to start always in our belly. I recognize that my gut health is big, so I've been really trying to honor this purification process and this purging that's happening for me after it's been a few intense couple of years. So I guess I'm not surprised that after so many years it's caught up with me. So when we're working with our lymphatic system, your lymph is just right under the surface of your skin, okay? And so the pressure that you're using doesn't have to be really strong, but we always start with the belly. And I just like to begin with just rubbing my belly, applying a little pressure, and then to begin stimulating the lymphatic pump. You would take some nice deep breaths into your belly, and as you're exhaling, just applying pressure. And so I'm going to be moving all up and down my stomach as I do this, breathing in. And as I exhale, applying pressure. I'll even turn my fingers in and I'll apply a little bit more pressure with each breath I'm taking in. So that's the first thing I do is I go through my stomach, I go through my intestinal area, and I begin to stimulate the lymph. And then I start on my left side, always the side of your heart, and I just start with where my lymph nodes are, okay, in your pit area, and you could just begin to rub in a circular direction. You can begin to pull your lymph forward. Just pull your lymph forward. And then I'll open up the right side. And so this is like the upper gates, so to speak, of your lymphatic system. You do have lymph nodes in your neck, behind your neck, in your chest, under your breasts, and going down through your digestive system. There are lower lymph nodes here in your inguinal notch, okay? So the next space I go to help move the lymph is my inguinal notch area. And I'll just do some circles and just pull out, pull out. And then what I begin to do is I begin to drain. And so we start always on the left and just begin to drain and let all of this inflammation, all of this phlegm, all of what needs to move go out your system. Don't forget your elbows. You work with your lower arm next. And as you can see, I'm just pulling forward and up, and draining through the lymph, all right? Not forgetting the hands and fingers. This is also stimulating your heart and lung meridian as well, which is helpful. I can feel stuff just coming out of me already. And then I'll move on to the neck. And I'll just begin to pull forward, and under your chin, stimulating all the little lymph nodes in this area. And as you can see, I'm also squeezing a bit on my face. After I put some of my skin serum on, I also have been going through my lymphatic system on my face, and then bringing it down and allowing, here's like an upper pump area. And again, circular motion all around your thymus, thyroid and parathyroid, and you'll feel the phlegm. You'll feel all the mucus just begin to leave your body. So again, just pulling forward and helping to drain. And then I move to the next side, and I will repeat the same process, starting at my upper arm, pulling into where my lymph nodes are under my pit, and going to my forearm, not forgetting around the elbow, pulling all of that, pulling down and around. You can also pull from your back. So here's another area that you want to get into. You can tap where your kidneys are. This helps stimulate and release stuff from your kidneys, and pull forward. You tap where the adrenals are, because it's been no fun feeling like crap. And pull forward and pull forward. Okay, so you're going to also now start to move this up your left side, okay, and into your left axillary lymph nodes. All right, so again, pulling up. If you're missing any lymph nodes, you'd pull over to the side that still has the lymph. Okay, so again, do the same thing on the right, always starting left and right, pulling forward and up into your pit where your lymph nodes are. Going under the breast and pulling that lymph up, up, up. And then I'll do the same thing with my legs. So I'll start with my upper leg. Look at that sexy leg. And I'll start pulling behind the leg, behind the knee, around the front of the knee. I'm using my hands, my thumbs. I'm applying pressure, and I'm coming up into this inguinal notch, which is where my lower lymph nodes are, right in this crotch area, okay? If you have a bunch of little bumps, you've got some clogs in your lymphatic system. So again, you're going to be going up the left leg, and you get the lower leg. You're really, really, really going to just be applying some pressure, but not too deep, okay? You can do this clothed or unclothed. It's a little chilly right now. And again, don't forget your feet. I'm going to point out some points on your feet that are also good too. So this is like the garbage dump. So this is the place of the bubbling wells. This is K1, your kidney 1. So you're going to want to stimulate this area, okay, as well, on the top and on the bottom of your foot. After you're done with that, right here, right about here, in the ball, or in this part of your foot, I can't think properly, is another place on your waste management system that you want to stimulate with some pressure, with some circles, to get everything flowing. And then at the back of your calf, where your Achilles ends, right, where your muscles begin to split, this is also another area that you're going to want to stimulate. And that's going to just help open up basically the chutes in your waste management system. So kidney, and this is stimulating gallbladder and spleen. And again, it's getting my chi flowing too. You're going to just pull this up, 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 up. And again, you're going to be draining through all the way up into the lymph, Whew. So that was a lot. I feel like I just had a fucking workout. I have some of this yummy tea. Make sure you're drinking plenty of liquids. I'm also bathing a lot. I've probably taken in the last, so this is less than 10 days, now about 9 days. In the last week, I'm sure I've taken at least 20, 30 baths. No kidding. It's been feeling really wonderful. I've drank a ton of water. And I've also made a mixture of onions with raw honey. You can do that with onions or garlic. Garlic is something that's wonderful for purifying your blood. It's not something that you need to eat all the time, but when you're feeling like this and you want to just really keep cleansing your system, you absolutely can add garlic to your daily regimen. So anyway, that's kind of how I get my lymphatic system going. I also work with Biofuel tuning forks. I like the sonic slider. That's 144 hertz, and I have a boot on it so it vibrates. And I'll start and I'll use the tuning fork all over my body to help move stuff as well. I also like the 174 hertz tuning fork, especially when I'm not feeling so good, which is a rarity. So this has been quite a challenge of how well can I take care of myself when my body is saying rest, relax, rejuvenate. And so as I've been paying attention to my physical body, I've noticed my mental and emotional body has been affected by this process as well. I've had moments where I felt frustration, sadness, crying, like feeling sorry for myself. I've had moments where I've judged myself for not feeling well and not being able to snap out of this so quickly. And I have felt a little vulnerable. And so stories relating to my vulnerability have come up. Old stories have come up. It's been quite interesting. So as my body is physically purging, I'm also emotionally purging. And my mind, I keep wanting to come out of my mind, so to speak, and just come back into my body and just be with my body. So I finally started reading a little bit more and journaling a little bit more, but I've been doing a lot of just kind of resting and relaxing. And when I am feeling up to it, I take myself on a little walk, because walking also helps move things out of our body, release things. It helps get that lymphatic system, my cardiovascular system going. There was one more thing that I had wanted to share with you that's been very helpful. Oh yeah, this is it. So the other thing that's been really beneficial for me, and it's interesting that I started doing this a couple of weeks before I even got sick, and I've been seeing a lot of clients and offering lymphatic massage and drainage just a couple of weeks before I too came down with some interesting symptoms of ascension. That's what we're going to call it, frequency light upgrades. So here's another thing that I do to help raise my chi. So you just pat down your arm. You go to the top of the arm first, all the way down to the fingertips. This is another wonderful way to stimulate also your lymphatic system, your cardiovascular system, your heart meridian and lung. And then turning over, inner arm, all the way down 3 or 4 or 5 times, whatever feels good. This also gets your chi going. And then on the upper surface. So when I was in school, I used to know all the terms for the inside, the outside, but my brain's not on right now. So this is just all about feeling. So you just kind of pat on down. And then this is just much like tapping. And then you go down and all the way up. And again, we're right back. We're right back at the lymph nodes, right? And so I'm pulling them forward. So Again, we'll do that a few more times, right back at the lymph, pulling forward, just kind of letting it flow, releasing out of the lymph. So this is another wonderful way to kind of get your body going in the morning. And cold showers, as much as those haven't been really pleasing lately, it does help with the phlegm, the inflammation, getting rid of stuff that's ready to go. So don't be afraid to touch your body, you know, to move your body, to listen to your body. I have been resting an awful lot. I'm sleeping as I need to sleep. I've been zoning out on some funny stuff on Netflix when I need to. I've been listening to guided meditation, which has been actually putting me to sleep. And music. Again, coming all the way back into the lymph nodes again. And just sending love and appreciation to our body. Just really helping to drain that lymph. Draining that lymph. I love getting my thumbs in here. And helping to drain and up in here under my chin. And of course I have a Neti Pot. If you're a little snuffly like me, these are fabulous. So a Neti Pot, you would put saline solution. I use Celtic sea salt or just Himalayan salt, organic. I'll put some in here with some hot water, usually distilled water. And you just pour it in one nostril, it'll drain out the next, do the same thing. What a lot of people don't know is that you actually, in order to get to your upper sinuses here, you need to snort it in. So I will pour it into my hand and I will snort it through my nose, and then that gets into the upper sinuses. And I've also been massaging my head. So if you're feeling kind of crummy, put yummy good stuff in your body. Take it easy on yourself. It's okay if you don't feel well. If you feel like crap, you need to rest, okay? But laying in bed 24/7, unless you have a fever, it's really not necessary. But working out will simply prolong this as well. So just kind of go at your own pace, listen to your body. Try to be gentle on yourself. I know it gets frustrating being not feeling well for an extended period of time, but each day it gets better and better. So I thought I'd check in and say hello. And I hope you all are feeling well and you're nourishing your body and doing all the things that you know that help move stuff out of you. So stimulating your lymphatic system, getting fresh air, getting out there and moving your body just a little bit, making sure you're well hydrated, getting the rest and the bathing that you need. Anytime you sweat, you want to immediately rinse that off your body. So you don't want to reabsorb any toxins back into your skin. So when you're not feeling well, it is important, even though you don't feel like bathing, it is super important to continue to bathe your body. Rinse off any stuff that's coming out of your body. Use a washcloth and just provide some friction. It's really great for your collagen too. And make sure to rinse off your body. Don't forget, gently patting, touching, moving your body. Don't forget to flow. And if you can tone, that's been another thing that's been amazing for me, is toning. And lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, ksham, om. Toning, just making noises, you know, a little bit of toning. When you hold your teeth together, you feel that vibration. Gonna get some channeling here. Woo, that must mean I'm feeling a little bit better. So it feels really good to get that chi moving in your body. In the midst of all this, I don't know if you have noticed, it kind of felt like we've had this interesting, I'm feeling almost like 2022 started back in December, but now I'm like catching up to it. There was like a block of missing time or some chunky weird stuff that happened where I sort of feel like, well, where am I? And it does kind of feel like everything is full speed ahead, whether my body's ready or not. Really does feel like we're just jumping into this year, and it does feel quite explosive, quite illuminating, quite intensified. And so I'm grateful that my beautiful body is just helping me get ready, because this is just going to be one heck of a wild ride. And I'm looking forward to meeting more of you and working with more of you in this new year. And I assure you, I will be in tip-top condition before we connect again. And I just want to send love and appreciation to you, and remind you to just take good, sweet, gentle, loving care of yourself. Keep coming together. This is a year of the twos, okay? So we're going to be coming together a lot. You and me too this year. There's no need to be doing this solo flying so much anymore, okay? So it's going to be really exciting to see more and more of us coming together in ceremony and celebration. I'm really, really, really looking forward to holding space for that and facilitating some magic in this next year. So here I am. There you are. Thank you for joining me on another Now Moment. It's been quite interesting. Take good, sweet, gentle, loving care of your body, and don't forget to meditate as you can as well. Just be present with your breath and gentle on yourself, and ask for help when you need it. I've had some amazing friends, just come together for me and help get whatever soups and broths and vegetables and fruit I needed from the grocery, so I could kind of keep myself, a little isolated here. So that's it. I love you very much. I hope you all enjoyed this little mini tutorial on your lymphatic system and some things that you can do when you're feeling a little under the weather that can kind of help move things through your body. If I can assist in any other way, you let me know.